This is Shuttle Launch Control at T-minus 9 minutes and holding with just under 1 minute remaining in our built-in hold this morning. Console operators and engineers in the firing room are monitoring their systems. Again, everything is reported to be in good order for launch of Space Shuttle Endeavour this morning. No issues are being addressed, no technical concerns, no weather worries are being discussed. We are about 30 seconds away from picking up the count.
Countdown will resume on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. T-minus 9 minutes and counting.
And we are at T-minus 9 minutes and counting. The ground launch sequencer has been initiated. NASA Test Director Doug Lyons is about to call for the transmittal of stored pre-launch commands as Endeavour is less than 9 minutes away from launch on the first shuttle mission, beginning the on-orbit assembly of the International Space Station. Pilot Rick Sturckow will soon begin flipping the switches in the cockpit to directly connect the 3 fuel cells to the essential power buses.
CLT-OTC, configure fuel cell essential bus source switches.
T-minus 8 minutes and counting.
C and work.
In the next 20 seconds, the orbiter access arm will be retracted away from the vehicle. This is the walkway.
CLT, essential bus connected to fuel cell. I copy.
This is the walkway used by the crew to gain entry into and out of the vehicle.
CLS is go for orbiter access arm retract.
And we have a go for the access arm retract, which is occurring at this point. The access arm can be returned to position within a mere few seconds if need be. T-minus 7 minutes and counting. In the next 30 seconds, the orbiter test conductor will give pilot Rick Sturckow the go-ahead to perform the auxiliary power unit pre-start procedures.
JRPS OTC, start APU script start recorders. Copy, that's complete. And PLT OTC, perform APU pre-start. PLT in work. OTC, PLT, APU pre-start complete, 3 right talkbacks. I copy.
Pilot Sturckow has reported that the pre-start of the APUs is complete. Activation will come in just a few seconds.
TLS is go for orbiter APU start. TLC perform APU start.
And we do have a go for APU start.
And work. And CDR OTC reconfigure heaters. And CDR and work. OTC, CDR heater reconfig complete. Copy.
T-minus 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting. The solid rocket booster and external tank safe and arm devices have been armed.
OTC, PLT, APU start is complete. 3 good APUs. OTC, copy.
This mission carries a crew of 6 who will spend the next 12 days in space working to connect the first 2 International Space Station components.
TLS is go for purge sequence 4.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting. The final test of the flight control surfaces will be conducted. This is a programmed pattern of movements designed to verify the readiness for launch of the engines and other flight control surfaces. T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting. The 3 engines are being gimbaled as a final test before launch. T-minus 3 minutes and counting, and all is going well for launch this morning as NASA prepares for the first of many visits to the International Space Station.
LO2 pressurization.
This morning's launch should be visible to most of the southeastern coastal regions. And final pressurization of the liquid oxygen tank located inside the external tank is underway. The gaseous oxygen vent hood will slowly be retracted away from the top of the external tank.
Verify no unexpected errors. PLT and work.
Everything continues to look good, and we are cleared for launch today. No problems are being reported from the vehicle or the crew.
OTC, PLT, caution warning cleared, no unexpected errors. Copy. And Endeavour, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow. You have a very exciting mission ahead of you. We wish you maximum success. Endeavour, roger. Thanks a lot. TLS is go for E. LH2 pressurization.
All systems are go. T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds, and counting. T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. Endeavour is about 90 seconds from launch, beginning the on-orbit assembly of the International Space Station. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. Everything is still looking good for launch of Space Shuttle Endeavour from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. T-minus 50 seconds. And we are transferring to orbiter internal power at this time. Endeavour is now running off its 3 onboard fuel cells. Coming up for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Endeavour's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour with the first American element of the International Space Station uniting our efforts in space to achieve our common goals.
Roll program.
Houston's now controlling. Endeavour's rolling on a course heading northeast from the Kennedy Space Center toward a 240-mile-high rendezvous with the Zarya control module. Endeavour already traveling 575 miles per hour, altitude 3 miles, 1.5 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center. 3 engines on board now throttled down to 2/3 throttle to prepare the spacecraft to pass the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure, also called max Q.
Throttle up.
Three engines on Endeavour now back at full throttle.
Endeavour, you're go at throttle up. Roger, go at throttle.
Altitude now 11 miles. Endeavour speed 1,500 miles per hour, 8 miles northeast of the Kennedy Space Center. 1.5 minutes since liftoff, Endeavour's already burned more than 2.25 million pounds of propellant, weighing less than half of what it did at launch. Altitude now 19 miles. Speed 2,400 miles per hour. Flight controller standing by for burnout and jettison of the twin solid rockets, coming up in about 10 seconds. Booster officer confirming a good separation of the twin solid rockets. Endeavour's speed now 3,200 miles per hour as it moves into its second stage, 3 main engines.
Endeavour, your performance is nominal. You are 2-engine Maroon.
Performance nominal, 2-engine Maroon.
That call indicating that all performance for the spacecraft right on target, all engines operating normally. Altitude now 42 miles. 61 miles northeast of the Kennedy Space Center.